Hey guys, it's me Shail here and welcome to a brand new video on the channel. Today's video is another tutorial video which has been demanded by a lot of you guys, and by a lot I mean a lot of you guys. And basically it's an anime themed tutorial. Basically I'm going to be showing you guys how you guys can create anime themed, anime based Twitter headers, and it's quite a very trendy kind of a design. Everyone is making these and everyone is using these, so it's something that you should definitely go for. And I myself am not a very professional at this genre of editing designing, but I have been acknowledged of doing this in a very unique way, so I wanted to share it with you guys as well. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get into the tutorial. And before we get into the tutorial, I've got an announcement for you all that are watching this video before 1st of August. You heard me right, before the 1st of August. If you are watching this video and you want to make some easy cash, I wouldn't say it's easy because the competition is going to be really high, but you can definitely give it a shot. Freight with some sponsorship from 𝐏𝐒𝐃 are hosting a $150 prize pool header competition over on their Twitter account. The link would be in the description. You guys should definitely check it out, and maybe if you guys would be able to see the whole tutorial and watch the whole tutorial and get yourself some anime based tutorial header thingy, I don't know, you can give it a try and maybe you can get that easy first place $100. That's gonna be a massive dub. So that's that. The link is in the description, and it is anime based. The anime headers are gonna be preferred, so make sure to check it out. So let's get to the tutorial. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I have my Adobe Photoshop open up right on the screen right now, and what we are going to be doing today is, as I said, anime header. And basically the first thing you're going to be needing to do is going out there and getting yourself some anime based character PNGs, or basically you're going to be thinking about one certain anime themed, what anime are you going to be picking, and how, it's not going to be just one. You can pick a lot of them, but I myself have done it already. I have picked up some anime that the only anime I know is 𝐏𝐬𝐿, so I'm going to be using these renders that you guys can see the text as well. Also, I searched it up on the internet for the font that is used for the 𝐏𝐬𝐿 font, this one right here, and I'm going to install it really quickly as well. So yeah, that's done. Let's just get started. So basically the first thing you're going to be doing is you're going to be making a blank canvas. Now the width for a Twitter header is 1500 into 500. Now it can be 3000 into 1000, and you can with the aspect ratio you can increase it, but I like to keep it at 1500 into 500, the resolution at 300, and the background, what I would say, I want PNG, but let's just keep it at white and create. Now that we have our white blank canvas over here, all we have to do is now start working. Now the first thing I do in making such headers, anime headers, I put in the basic main character, main thing that is going to be the most prominent. Now for my header, I'm going to be using this avatar, this character render. It's not PNG at the moment, and now it's PNG, so I'm going to be using this specific 𝐾 render, and I'm going to adjust the size to just around a bit over here. Let me just centralize it. That's centralized, not really, somewhere around here. Now I have the basic character in the canvas. Basically you can do all sorts of stuff. What I do is I start with the background, how to embed the whole thing with the background. So basically first thing I'm gonna go create a new layer beneath the character. Obviously I'm gonna go into the polygon and lasso tool, as you guys can see, and I'm gonna select this region. Now this region I'm gonna put a dark gray color in this region, while in the other region, I'm going to be putting in another new layer, and I'm going to be using this red color. Actually, just the red color would suit like this. Now, it's not looking very, decent right now, but this is just the start. We're going to be having a lot of effects going on into there, and we're going to be using a lot of GFX packs as well. So next up, we're going to go on and open up our Astral GFX pack. Now, Astral GFX pack is one of the only packs that I use, and the download link to it would also be in the description. Make sure to check it out. It's the best GFX pack that you can get for free, and yeah, it's from our own Astral community. Make sure to check out the Discord if you want to, improve your GFX and stuff. And I'll be right back. Alright, now we are back. So basically, anime headers are usually concerned with the grunge type of headers. Usually, the designers are going to put in a lot of grunge effects. So I'm going to be doing the same thing. Let's open up the grunge section of the Astral pack. And first thing, we're going to be grabbing some grunge textures. Let me just pick a nice one that I would definitely, I dig this one. So let's grab it and drag it in here. Now it's going to be beneath the character, but above. Now, as you guys can see, it's already looking really, really good. Now what we are going to be doing is we're going to be blending it in such a way it gives such vibes. Now, you guys can see that there's this red and there's this bluish effect coming on. So what we can do is we can totally transform 𝐏𝐤𝐿 into half blue or half red, or we can either just basically not put the whole texture over here. Like for example, by that I mean we can do it like this, and the black part we're going to do it differently, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. You guys can do this as well. It looks really good, but it's completely up to the designer, however he likes to do it. So I'm just going to put it on the red side, and I'm not going to mess it on the black side. On the black side we're going to be using something different. Now for the black side, I would definitely do something dark. Obviously nothing changing the colors or anything, nothing too vibrant. I'm just going to grab this here and like this, and as you guys can see, I'm gonna make it flipping mask, and as you guys can see, it is already looking very, very, very sleek and quite good. Now, whenever you are making these kind of headers, the character, it's better to include more than one character. So that is exactly why I went on and downloaded some more of these PNGs. For example, this PNG of his I really dig, so I'm gonna use this one. Let me make it PNG real quick in the fastest way possible. There we go. We have it as a PNG. Now we're gonna increase the size of it, and honestly what we can do is we can just use this tail of his instead, like this, right? So basically we are using his tail, and now we're gonna saturate the colors because they are looking very dull. Something like this, right? So basically it is looking good on the black side, but it's not very you would say appealing on the other side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually go on and select the polygon last tool, and I'm going to select this region, right? I'm going to cut, and I'm going to paste it at the same place. Oopsies. I'm not going to cut. Actually, what we can do is we have the part selected. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new layer and basically put black color over it, and basically you're going to be doing this. So it's half black and half red, and it's looking pretty good. It's giving this good vibe. More things you can add in, you know, related to comic, related to the thing. Holy shiz, what up? Open up. Not a PNG file. How is that? Okay, I messed up. All right, one of the files is corrupt. let me get in. Holy holy, what the actual hell is happening? All right, so we can move in the text as well, you know, just to blend in. I'm gonna put this on subtract, put it beneath the layers like that. Go, you know, making it feel grungish. Now, another thing that I usually do is I duplicate the character, put on a stroke of white. That is pretty prominent. That is way too prominent, I would say. A white stroke to make it a bit prominent. Now, what does this do? It basically makes it look, I don't know. I don't know how to basically explain what it's meant to do. But same thing with these. But as you guys can see, there are pixels. So I'm not going to do that. Let's just not risk the quality of the whole thing. An anime header cannot look like an anime header if it doesn't have that specific effect. I don't really know what you would say, but this effect, I don't know what you call this. But once you put it in, right, it's not going to be over here. It's going to be right. Release clipping mask. Increase the size. And you guys are going to know what I mean. This effect right here. It's basically, I usually put it at overlay or soft light, but let me check if any other is looking good. The hue is looking pretty good. And I would definitely soft light would go. And let me just decrease the fill to 75. Yeah, 75 would be very nice. So basically you have this effect going on. Now you can put this on the character as well. It looks pretty good. It looks very sleek, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Next up is the text. Now the text is the thing that is really difficult to nail in such headers, because you want it to be blending in with the background and at the same time be very unique and be readable, because when you are embedding text into such headers, the text becomes unreadable. Now, one thing you can do is basically, let's put in 𝐏𝐤, and the font that we have is down something, I believe. Yeah, 𝐏𝐤𝐿. That's the font we're going to be using. Let's just make it white for the specific time. I'm going to increase the size. Like, this is the Tokyo Gold font. Let me put this below 𝐏𝐤𝐾, like smaller, a little smaller, like this. Now it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good, no lies. But what I like to do is I like to go into Google Translate, detect language, and this is going to be Japanese. Now this isn't going to be something very efficient. It's not going to be always 110% right, but it's just meh, like Control V, and there we have the Japanese text with it, right? So I'm gonna put this with it like this, just a bit of tilt. You see what I mean? Now this won't end over here. I'm gonna put in another 𝐏𝐤, and this time with a cursive font. Now what would this serve as? Let's say I use this font, and let me increase the size, and I make this text black. So basically it would give this very interesting effect, and it would look really, really nice. Now the 𝐏𝐤 is looking a bit, you know, unreadable, so I'm gonna put in some drop shadow. But as you know, there are some particles coming out of it, so we're not going to be basically doing a lot of stuff to it. something like this. The black one, it's looking good. The Japanese, I would say I would put in some drop shadow to that as well, but not so harsh, just a little bit. A little bit of outer glow won't do us any bad, and a stroke. Just like that, you have a anime Twitter header made. Now you can put in a lot more effects into this. You can literally do so much with it, and you can even put in the camera raw filters, so some color corrections, and it would look absolutely fantastic. But basically, if you're looking to make a quick Twitter header that is anime based and you don't have a lot of experience, all you have to do is get the resources. As I told you, go onto Google or any search engine you use, search for whatever anime you are looking for, or just if you don't know any names like me, other than Tokyo, I don't really know any. Just search for anime pictures, anime PNG. And then what you're gonna do is you're just gonna come into the canvas and do what I just did, what I just told you. Make sure to use some packs. Make sure to use a lot of stocks and textures, especially grunge textures, as it gives the whole thing something, you know. So yeah, that was pretty much it. If you add in the color corrections, it's completely up to you. So basically that was the Twitter header, as you guys can see on the screen right now. It's not a very advanced tutorial or anything. I try to keep everything as simple as I can, as to the point, as much as I can, and I hope my tutorials help you guys a lot. The grunge Twitter header tutorial was something that helped a lot of you. Over 500 likes on that video and almost 10,000 views. That's going to be happening really soon too. Thank you so much for all the support on that tutorial, and I hope that this tutorial would help you guys just as that tutorial did. And if you haven't watched that already, I'm going to be putting the link to all of my tutorials in the description. Also, in the end of the video, you are going to be having a little pop-up. You guys can watch it if you haven't already. If you want to make Fortnite themed grunge Twitter headers, watch that video. And yeah, that's going to be pretty much it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to let me know what tutorial you guys would like to see next time. Till then, it's going to be me signing off. Have a good day, have a good night, whatever you're having, according to time zones you're living in. And I'll see you all next time. Till then, peace off, brothers.